What is going on, everybody? My name is Colin Brandon, and on this channel we just talk sports, specifically college sports. Today we are breaking down some of the best non-conference college football games coming up in 2021, specifically the games on Saturday, September 4th. We got some good ones, people. We got Alabama, Miami, we got Clemson, Georgia, and we got Louisiana at Texas. Going to be a ton of fun, and I literally cannot wait. I know the season just ended, but it is never too early to start getting pumped about next year. But first, if you guys are new here, I would love if you guys subscribe. That would mean a ton to me. But if you want to see my body of work, I'm a body of work guy. I say that over and over again. Wait to the end. You can smash that subscribe then too, after I've proven myself against a theoretically tough schedule. Pun intended. So yeah, and hey, smash that thumbs up too. Okay. So let's get into this. Okay, right off the bat, we're gonna be breaking down Miami, Alabama. That's the first game on the docket. Alabama, yeah, losing a bunch to the draft. Miami, returning an awesome quarterback coming fresh off an ACL injury. Now, if he's ready to play, I don't know. I hear the rumor is that is the timetable. They are working as hard as they can to get him back for that. And that's honestly going to be their best chance of winning. I mean, come on, right out and say, this game is probably a formality. We know how Alabama does against early season non-conference opponents. They usually destroy them, and then everybody's like, oh man, Alabama is essentially just the same as last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. Like, Alabama is going to be nasty, okay? Yeah, Mac Jones gone, Devontae Smith gone, Jalen Waddle gone. This team, they lose a ton, but that's every single year, okay? Anybody say lose a ton, they lose a ton of, production. But that's every single year. This is going to be year one of the Bryce Young era. John Mechie's probably going to be the number one option, and that's a pretty solid number one option, guys. Alabama's going to be good, okay? It's going to really come down to and I don't even know, man. If Miami gets some stops, are they even going to be in it? I don't know. They're going to be missing Quincy Roche. Man, this team is defensively last year, they were all right. Not great. I think Alabama rolls them. And the Bryce Young era gets started off on the right foot. Yeah, defensively without Roche and Phillips, it's hard to believe that this Miami defense is going to improve. And last year's defense would have struggled against Alabama, to say the least. Yeah, Alabama won the national championship. They're coming off it. They're going to have some different guys in different spots. But yeah, that's not going to be enough to get it done. In my mind, if you disagree with that, let me know in the comments. If you disagree with any of these, let me know in the comments. But I really don't think that Miami is going to have a chance. Preseason ranked number 25 versus Alabama, who's the preseason ranked. The way too early rankings. I'm using the ESPN way too early rankings. Alabama number 2, Miami 25. And if Derek King's not playing, Miami does not have a shot. If he is playing, maybe they lose by 20. If not, it's going to get blown out further than that. In my opinion, again, I am no expert, I am no analyst, I am just a regular dude that loves to analyze sports, if that makes sense. If not, I apologize, okay? Alright, so let's keep going, okay? Bottom line, this game is more formality than anything. I got Bama big, especially without Derek King, okay? If Derek King's playing, Bama's still big, but not as big. Alright, moving on to the next one. Game number 2, we got Clemson versus Georgia, live from Charlotte. September 4th, Clemson is the number 1, way too early preseason ranked team, and Georgia is number 4. Now, man, I would kill to have these games, all these awesome non-conference games. I would love for them to be played on campus because it is so much different. It is so, having been to, I was at the Fiesta Bowl, Clemson, Ohio State 2 years ago. The one that everybody Ohio State got screwed by the refs. That one, yeah, I was at that game. Okay, and I was also at Georgia Notre Dame live from Athens that year, and dude, the Notre Dame Georgia, a regular season solid non-conference game, blew out the Ohio State Clemson game. The Ohio State Clemson game was still awesome, but there's a lot that is taken away when the atmosphere, it is not in a college town. It's not college game day. It's not all that type of stuff going on. It's just so much different. So I love this game being played on campus in a college stadium with, diehard college fans in the stands. Not to say that there won't be, but it's not going to be buzzing like normal, okay? It's just not. And I'm not trying to not hype this up. I'm just trying to, advocate that games need to be played on college campuses. Anyways, man, yeah, kind of sidetracked me for a second there. But let's get back into it. So, Clemson, Georgia, September 4th, live from Charlotte. First game of the DJ era. Yeah, he's played some games before. He's looked good before. But, Clemson did lose some production on offense. ETS some production. They lost a lot. ETN gone, Amari Rodgers gone, Trevor Lawrence gone. Like, this team, it's going to look a little bit different. But I think that they're up for the task. Like, DJ Uiagalelei is a solid quarterback. If you want, a fresh quarterback coming in, taking over the system, and I guess he's not that fresh. He started like probably the biggest game of the regular season last year, which is absolutely insane. This dude has a lot under his belt, and he played well in that game. He was not the reason they lost that game. He played very well in it. And I think that he is going to have a big year this year. I think that he is ready to fill those shoes left by Trevor Lawrence. And, I initially got the Clemson headband on, okay? I got Clemson winning this game. I'm just going to come out and say it. Because even though they lost a lot offensively, production-wise, they're returning almost all of their starting line, okay? Which is huge. That is absolutely monstrous. It is nice to have a starting line. They got a very capable quarterback. They got, running backs. They got Lynn J. Dixon, freshman Will Shipley. I don't know who's going to get the carries, but either one of them, I think, is going to be pretty solid. Lynn J. Dixon is a great running back, guys, and I think that he can, make some noise and bust out onto the scene. He's no ETN, but the dude is still pretty solid. Justin Ross is coming back, okay? This team is still very offensively. They're great. This team is going to put up some numbers, guys. It really is. And they're returning everybody on defense. Like, Clemson is going to be nice. Now, Georgia, on the other hand, like, we are finally starting to see what Georgia looks like with a pretty potent offense. Like, JT Daniels, he looked nice last year. I'm not going to lie. JT Daniels, like, he revitalized that offense. And they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. But the thing that it comes down to is, are they going to be as good as Clemson offensively? And Clemson defensively is pretty strong too. They're going to be stronger than they were last year after getting exposed in the against Ohio State. So there is potential for Georgia to blow them out if they're hitting offensively. But Clemson's going to have an experienced defense. A defense that's ready to take a step up from where they were last year. They started a couple freshmen on defense. Like, their best players on defense, they had a couple freshmen that were probably up there in the top players on defense, which, in college football, like, freshmen aren't really going to, win you championships on defense. So having that experience coming back is going to be massive. In Georgia, they lost some defensively, but, like, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. They're returning Davis up front, who is an awesome nose tackle, along with Wyatt. Like, they're defensively, we know what we're getting from Georgia. So it's really going to come down to, who is hitting more offensively. Because we both have a little bit of question marks with each. We know that JT Daniels has revitalized the energy, the offensive explosiveness in Athens, and I think that they could definitely go out and win this game. It's going to be a close game. I don't have Clemson big. I got Clemson in a close one because I believe more in what I've seen from Clemson's offense than what I've seen from Georgia's offense, because it's going to come down to offensively. I think defensively, both these teams are going to be fine. They're not in similar spots, but I think that the defenses are pretty equal. So I got Clemson in this one. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. I think that one's probably going to be, maybe not my most controversial take. The next game's going to be interesting too. All right, now we got Louisiana at Texas. Louisiana, the number 19 preseason, or way too early top 25 ranked team. Texas, number 21 in the way too early top 25 via ESPN. Louisiana's coming off a great season. They went 10-1 and upset Iowa State in week 1 by 17. Like, dude, they beat Iowa State was better than Texas last year. Like, Iowa State made the conference championship. Now they lost the conference championship, but still, Louisiana beat them by 17 week 1. And hey, I don't want to hear about the fashion they did it in. They still won by 17. And Iowa State, they had some people out. I think Kohler was out that game. That may have impacted it a little bit, but 17 points is still 17 points to a Sun Belt team, Louisiana's good. They're returning a lot. Texas coming off a disappointing season, but they are looking to start the Steve Sarkisian era off on the right foot, okay? This is, the first game without Sam Ehlinger. Super intriguing to me because I think that Texas is optimistic of what Casey Thompson brings to the table. Like, Casey Thompson, man, in the Alamo Bowl, he balled out. Like, when Sam Ehlinger went out with injury, this kid balled out. And if that is what you're going to get with him, if that's not just a fluke, if that's not just like a one-off or like an inconsistent type performance, you guys are going to be in some good hands. Not might be in some good hands. You're going to be in good hands, okay? Texas still going to be a juggernaut on offense, especially Bijan Robinson coming back, averaging over 8 yards a carry as a freshman. Like, you guys have some weapons, and it looks like you guys have a guy that can get those weapons the ball in Casey Thompson, and he can make some plays happen himself too. Texas offensively, you know what you're going to get. Now, when it comes to defense, if this team is not better defensively than last year, this game is going to be a huge struggle with them. For them, this season is going to be a huge struggle for them. I bet that they improve a little bit on defense. Not sure how much. While we know that defensively, Louisiana's they're like a top 50 team defensively. Not elite defensive level, but they're pretty good. They're better than Texas. They're returning a lot from last year, including 9 guys that are taking advantage of the extra year of eligibility due to coronavirus. You got quarterback Levi Lewis, linebacker Farad Gardner, defensive tackle Tylen Humphrey. This team has a lot of guys with a lot of experience and a lot of success under their belt. Louisiana's a good ball club, okay? I got Louisiana in this one. There are just too many question marks for me with Texas. Now, could Texas come out, ball out, say, hey, Texas is back? Sure. It's Texas football. They have the ability to do it. But you got a new head coach. You got a new starting quarterback. Defensively, you guys haven't been awesome. Offensively, you guys have been pretty good. And I think that will continue. But now, does it... How many? If you guys aren't stopping Louisiana's going to get a couple stops. You guys are going to score some points, sure. But if you're not getting stops, I got Louisiana in this one, especially if it comes down to the wire and it's a shootout. I think Louisiana, is more solid on both sides of the ball. Maybe Texas's offense is a little better, sure. But with the lackluster ability from Texas's defense that I've seen, I gotta go with Louisiana, especially in a close game. Even if it's a shootout, man, Louisiana is going to be able to move the ball on you guys. Louisiana's probably gonna get a stop or two, and by a stop or two, I mean that is an exaggeration. Okay, it's gonna come down to stops. Who's gonna get more of them? And I got Louisiana getting more stops than Texas right now, and that's all it is. Okay, that's why I got Louisiana winning. But it should be fun, should be close. These 3 games are gonna be a lot of fun in general. Bottom line, Texas could be back, but if the defense is still lacking, again, gotta go with Louisiana. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe. If you want me to make another video breaking down some of the other awesome non-conference games, because there are some more awesome non-conference games, let me know in the comments. Again, just a regular dude that analyzes sports. I'm not a sports analyst. Just have way too much fun doing this and get way too excited about stuff coming up way in the future. And if you're like me, please like, follow, subscribe, whatever it's called. I'm new to YouTube, but we've been doing this a little bit, so it'd be awesome if you help me grow this thing. Anyways, until next time, peace!